Hello, good morning, dear students. Welcome to KLS Gupte College of Commerce, Belagavi. Myself, Professor S.B. Bendigeri, Department of Economics, taking online classes for fourth semester students. Dear students, in the last class, we have discussed about the introduction part of the World Trade Organization, which is the last topic of the syllabus. So, in that, we have understood how and for what reasons WTO established, what were the basic objectives of introduction of WTO, and how many member countries were there when it was established. So all these things we have understood in the last class, but in today's class, the continued part of the WTO, that is objectives of WTO, to understand. Okay, what are the objectives of World Trade Organization? The first and foremost objective of WTO is to set and enforce rules for international trade. Before going to start the trade regime, the trade activities, WTO has set the standard operating process of international trade activities, and it has put many rules and regulations for the progress of international trade, and each member countries must follow that rules and regulations and obey the instructions of the World Trade Organizations. Okay. Second one is to provide forum for negotiating and monitoring further trade liberalization. If whatever discussions are there about the further trade activities to implement or to grow for example, develop the further trade activities between the member countries. So WTO has given them platform to discuss regarding that, and each member country is to monitor the trade activities and trade liberalization. So no countries could not put any, for example, what we mean to say that restrictions for other member countries to take part in the international trade activities. So each countries should open their platform and making it a free trade economy, free trade atmosphere for each member countries of the WTO, and to implement new world trade regime. Another main important objective of WTO was to implement new world trade regime, means to make it a global trade regime, to make it a big platform for entire countries, entire world. It has implemented a new, for example, platform for each member countries to promote world trade benefit to every member nation. Means what? Each member country should get the maximum benefit, the maximum advantage of World Trade Organization. No countries of the world, no countries of the member countries of the WTO, not to suffer in case of losses which are occurs in WTO. Okay. So WTO has given the platform to get maximum profit, maximum benefit by World Trade Organization, and to allow developing nations to secure better balance in sharing gains from international trade. Each member nations of the developing countries, each member developing nations must get the better balances in sharing gains from international trade. They have to maintain balances in their BOP positions with the help of international trade once they are getting the membership of WTO. Okay, and to remove all trade barriers to make trade effective. To make international trade effective between the member nations, all restrictions, all barriers are removed by World Trade Organization, and to enhance competitive abilities of member nations. Each member nations is to get the competitive ability, competitive strength by participating in World Trade Organization as well as international trade activities, and to increase the productivity, output and employment of the member nations. The main focus, the main objective of WTO is to increase the productivity of each firm and industry, and as well as the output and employment of the member nations. So this particular objective helped a lot for more number of developing countries, because developing countries are known for population. So in those countries it is very difficult to bring balance in employment opportunities. So once developing countries take active participation in WTO, it is very easy to generate employment opportunities in their nations, for example. Okay, so these are the main objective. Another objective, two more are there. Another objective of WTO was to ensure best use of the available resources. So, in the world, in the different member nations, different types of resources are available. Each countries must take the best advantage of available resources and make it used for uh, further development of international trade. Once trade becomes effective, each member nations must take the best of the best advantage of available resources. And the last objective of the WTO was to improve the standard of living by speeding up the economic development. As we know, most of the developing countries as well as the underdeveloping countries are not able to maintain good standard of living in the society. It is because of several domestic reasons as well as, for example, other factors. And as well as if we are looking at another perspective like population, economic condition of the country, social status of the country, political status of the country. So the standard of living of many member nations of the WTO was not balanced. There was a little bit gap between rich and poor. Okay, to minimize the gap between rich and poor, as well as to bridge the gap between rich and poor, WTO has given a platform for each member nations to increase the standard of living by speeding up the economic development with the help of international trade activities. So these are the objectives of WTO. Now look at the functions of WTO. The first function of World Trade Organization was WTO functions as a watchdog in trade in goods as well as services, investment and trips, for example. Okay, so WTO has monitored important areas of economic development of the member nations, in that trade in goods, trade in services, trade in investment and trade related intellectual property rights. Okay, so in only on these four important aspects WTO has focused more, because these are the foundation basement for international trade activities as well as economic development of the country is supposed to be. Okay, and it provide the forum for negotiations for the multilateral trade uh, and other trade relations and discussions. So WTO has given the platform for all the member nations freely to discuss amongst themselves regarding the further development of the international trade activities, and to administer the understanding of rules and procedures regarding settlement of disputes. So if whatever disputes arise between the member nations in connection with trade activities, in connection with any other border issues, whatever disputes arise between the member nations on certain rules and regulations, certain procedures, they have to settle their disputes. And WTO has taken the important, for example, what we call it as role in that particular aspect. So each member nations must settle their disputes if whatever misunderstanding disputes arises between member nations. And the last function of the WTO was to achieve greater heights in global economic policy by encouraging sense of cooperation. Look at that, very interesting function. By encouraging sense of cooperation means by increasing the cooperation between the member nations. The main function of WTO is to achieve greater heights in global economic policy. Uh, the, the main objective the main function of the WTO was to focus economy as a whole, to focus the global economy as a whole, and to increase the entire world economic development of the country, economic development of the entire world, for example. So it's a comprehensive, for example, what we call it as focus. It's a comprehensive idea behind establishment of WTO, and with this I think this particular topic is completed, and as well as the entire last topic of the fifth, for example, the industry, last topic of the international business economics is completed. Okay, so with this let us stop our discussion. Remaining part we shall discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.